Hi, my name is Rose, and I am a narcissist survivor, or in the process of it. So I just kind of want to go over, I've been kind of working on a few things, including myself. And as I go through, they always say to journal. Journal helps. I don't have a psychology degree. I'm not a major in sociology. My master's is actually in business, and my bachelor's also in business. So that's kind of where I specialize in. Now, I do have some sociology under my belt. I'm working on my social work degree now. But it doesn't mean I have a good understanding of all of this. So what this is kind of like my journal and a way for me to share my experience. As I know you may be experiencing some of the same things I did. And one of my biggest questions is, will the narcissist find somebody else? And, I don't want to say I don't know that he already doesn't. I find him, especially towards the end, he was always on his phone. Like the whole relationship, he was always texting. And that was my biggest issue. It's like, I'll text you and you won't text me back. I'll call you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. You won't call me back or take my calls. And mind you, we've lived together for 7 years. So I think it's a little different if we were just dating and maybe he was at work or something. He wasn't at work. He's telling me he's at the grocery store. I'm picking up food for 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours picking up lunch. Yeah, that wasn't the kind of lunch I was planning on, I guess. So once you've caught the person lying and cheating and manipulating or even gaslighting, they're going to discard you and they're going to move on to whoever he's already grooming. So in my case, I know he has somebody else because I found condoms in his car. And I didn't even have to look at his phone. I don't need to look at his phone. I mean, he has his phone on lockdown. So don't think that even if I wanted to, I could. He's got passwords, zip codes, fingerprints, you name it, face recognition. And it's probably like they always laugh, like narcissists, once they've been caught, they're going to lock everything down like Fort Knox. Like, it's not going to be facial recognition. It's going to be like their ear recognition or some body part that you're not going to think of to open their phone. And that's kind of what he did when I caught him cheating before. So this isn't something new. Last time it did get really aggressive, and I shared some of the things that we've encountered, and I'll continue to share. I do what I can to try to forget a lot of that. But once they've kind of moved on, and they'll always have, don't think that they're not on their phone texting all their exes or every girl that they found. For him, he started picking up on the girls at Circle K, at Quick Stop. I mean, it didn't matter wherever he was at. Girls didn't have a problem. And some of them knew that he had a girlfriend and didn't care. So don't think that's not another issue, because even his baby's mother even hit him up. I'm like, really? Like, come over and see your son and let's spend some time together. And I'm going, wow. So don't think there's a guarantee that he's not already grooming somebody else. In my case, I knew he was, because I can see him texting on his phone. One night I woke up and he was laying on the ground texting on his phone. I'm like, why are you laying on the floor? Like, why can't, what's on your phone? Oh, I'm playing games. I'm like, I know you don't play games on your phone. That's what your iPad's for. And then I see him kind of texting on his iPad. So I know he's on Messenger. So I know he's grooming somebody else, no matter what, because in the life of a narcissist, they have to be the center of attention. And if they're not, see, the first time he cheated on me, which I forgave him, I told him, I will forgive and forget you, but don't ever do this again. Because if you do it again, that's it. There is no other chances. He told me it was because of his ego and his self-esteem and this and that. I wanted to try this or I wanted to try that. I was like, you know what? That's stupid, because I, never complained about any of the physical stuff, right? And two, I treated him like a king. So there was no reason. I always complimented him, even though he would never return any compliments. So don't think that that's something, that's just a narcissist. The world, they are perfection and you're not. So just keep that in mind. I was never good enough. And he even told me, he goes, you're so broken, you should just go kill yourself. Wow, really? Like, I make like 4 times as much as you do. So you take what you had, not just double it, but then double that number. And that's about what I make a year. Like, honey, don't go there with me. And this house that you live in, I bought it. I pay all the bills for it. And the electricity that's charging your phone, I pay that too. So, don't go there with me, right? So they will always need that narcissist supply. They need someone to suck dry of emotion, physically. They have to. And that's just who they are. They need validation. So if they want to feel like they are the nicest, coolest person around, they're going to go through and probably on their social media and say, oh, I don't want to brag about it, but I fed a homeless person today. Why are you posting about it if you don't want to brag about it? If you don't want kudos and compliments about, wow, what a sweet guy you are, that's so nice, whatever. You know what? If you go through some of my other videos, you will see some of the things that he did. But the love bombing is the one that's going to suck you in. So the first year he moved in, originally he had told me he'd given 30-day notice he needed to get out, where he was living. So I said, okay, he was very supportive when he moved in. He was washing dishes. He was helping me with food. He was helping, with repairs around the house. He was mowing the lawn or the backyard and feeding the dog. And, he was just a really good companion. I mean, he was cooking me meals, which he only does now when he's in the love bomb phase. So I will say that they're very supportive. They're loving. They act like nothing is wrong and everything is perfect and everything's going to work out perfect forever, even talking about the forever part. And then slowly they're going to start pulling away. And then you're going to start coming towards them, trying to get that love and affection back, right? Because I told him, as an empath, I am very touchy, feely, lovey kind of person. And so he'll start pulling that away from me. No longer did he want to hug me. No longer did he want to kiss me. I was like, okay. And then he's going to go off very arrogant that they're perfect. Like nothing's wrong with them. And he would tell me straight to my face, you're broken. There's so much wrong with you. I'm like, okay. He didn't really seem very jealous, but I didn't really give him a reason to be jealous, right? He did get jealous of my kids at some point. I think he's very jealous of my relationship with my son. But, I can't say much. My son's amazing. He's got good grades. He's in AP classes. He's going to go to a college here next year. He gets whatever he wants. For the most part, he's a good kid. Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, and he's 18 years old. So I can't complain about his son at all. My son has been a really good kid and he's been there for me. But they'll never be happy, regardless of my achievements. So even when I was recognized by certain state officials, or I won a couple elections on a lower level that I won't go into, he still didn't even congratulate me. So when I got appointed for the police spending oversight committee, for example, in my city, not even a thank you. He didn't even go when I got sworn in, and I was sitting up on that seat. When I won my state, to become a state delegate, I don't even think he knows, or he remembers, nor does he care. But narcissists will pick and choose people. They want someone who's sweet and caring and nurturing and will feed them and not question what they do. So if you're one of those super trusting, caring, sweet people, you probably know a narcissist or you have one in your life. And that's just the way it is. Because I'm weak. I'm not very aggressive. I don't go off on people. I don't, I'm more of a layback. I like peace in my life. And I love helping people. So I think that true, we're opposites because narcissists are the opposite. So I like to help people. I love to see things to become better. And they're just the opposite. They want to suck all of that. They want you to help them so they don't have to help themselves. And that's just the way they are. And I totally understand that now. So they may pull you out of everything. It could be money. It could be physical. It could be your house. Like he moved in and he was helping me and slowly he stopped. Like he used to scrub the toilet, or not the toilet. He never touched the toilet in 7 years. Sinks he hasn't touched in 5. Same with the shower. I don't think he scrubbed the shower in probably 3. So, I mean, now he is washing his dishes right now just because he has his 30-day notice and he knows he needs to leave. But it may be sooner because he kind of went off recently. But I wanted to let you know, he didn't pay his bills. He did not help me. There was times where he didn't even buy groceries. And he expected me. So if he wanted to go on a trip, he wanted me to pay for it. And we went to the Bahamas. We went on a beautiful cruise out of Miami. But yet he was sitting there the whole time texting somebody else about how much he missed it. So I eventually didn't want him to go anywhere. And he didn't want to go anywhere. And I got to the point where I really didn't care. I love to travel. I love to go see things. And so I did. But there's still a void in my heart, and I knew he would never feel that. So, for example, this last weekend, he didn't even say good morning to me, not even a hello. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm just waiting for my 30 days. They're not capable of empathy or understanding. So when he cheated on me and I began to cry and saying, I don't understand. What did I do wrong? Right? Trying to self-reflect. Like, how can I improve myself? Oh, well, you're just broken. There is no fixing you. And then when I cry, he goes, that's it. I don't want to talk to you anymore. And as I began to study, I realized that it's because he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand people cry because they have feelings. And for him, that was very hard. And it still is. I know it is, because he shuts down when you cry. And he doesn't understand that hurts. Now, if I got mad, right, which is what he wants, I'm sure. He wants me to get mad and angry. And he's like, look at you. Look at how mad you are. Over what? Over the condom? And it's like, wow. And then he's like, over condoms you planted? I didn't plant condoms in your car that has 2 alarms. The only reason why I was able to get into your car is, one, I have women's intuition. I kind of knew something was up, right? When the whole relationship kind of changes on all levels, you're on your phone texting 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I knew something was up, right? And you just kind of have that intuition. Something's not right. And then suddenly you parked your car and the battery died and you had to park it and all these things. And it's just like, this is where you think I would have known to check your trunk under the carpet on the far right side, on, here under this box, lift this up and you'll find them. No, it's only because of a greater power that I knew exactly where to go and to find them, right? So as a narcissist, I endured a lot of emotional abuse, a lot of you're good, good, you're worthless, you should go kill yourself. So there's a lot of emotional. Don't cry. What are you, weak? You're not, what kind of person are you? And they call you, and you have the degree and you can't even keep yourself from crying. Yeah. And then there's the physical abuse. Yes, he did put his hands on me a few times. Didn't happen a lot. After I got a little more aggressive and kind of just put my foot down, the physical abuse didn't happen as much. It has definitely come down now. He has found other ways to let me know that he's mad. I'm usually yelling or slamming things, threatening me. But he's never put his hands on me in the last, I would say, 2 years. And literally, they will start arguments just because they like to argue. Or they want you to feel powerless. They want you to feel disrespected. And they'll talk down to you. They will tell you. And if you look at some of my videos that I have, you will see where he's like, literally, he's a foot taller than me. He's looking down at me, just cussing me out and calling me names. And that's what he did. Look at you. You're so ugly. Oh, you're so fat. Oh, your teeth aren't straight. Oh, this, oh, that, and they call you this and they call you that. Oh, you have some fancy degree and you think that makes it better than me. It was constant. It just never stopped. You're dirty. You're filthy. I'm sorry. I work, 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day. And then you want to get on me. Plus I cook and I do laundry. And then you're upset that I didn't have time to scrub the toilet. Or I didn't have time to do laundry because I was busy doing this or that. So you'll get a lot of that. You'll also get reactive abuse. So they're going to provoke you to react and react in the way they want you to.